We're laying some block today. We already laid some block, but I chose not to videotape that because I know it was going to be a shit show because we don't know what we're doing. And we did all right. Now we're getting a little better at it. We're not experts by any means, but it's better. So I'll show you what we did. We did all this wall already. We have one more block to put in there. But this wall is done, and now we're going to move along to the back wall. When we ran our first string line, we noticed that the floor was not perfectly flat. We had a bit of a hump in the middle. So we ended up having to cut 12 or 13 blocks in order to make them level with the string line after we put the concrete underneath. Needless to say, it was very, very dusty work. Then we mixed up the mortar mix. It was pretty hard to get the right consistency every time.
Stick it to one side just like one. Alright.
Hey.
You know what you're doing, don't you?
Dang, I'm stoked.
Get water on the camera. Wearing perfume or something today?
No.
Different deodorant?
Maybe.
Maybe?
I think it's the baby powder one.
It smells like the baby powder one. Alright.
This before, like this, I guess.
Yeah, you should just set it and let me set it. Yeah, you're too far down for me.
Like I said, we are not experts at this in any way, shape, or form, so we had to reset blocks many times.
Liberal, but we're not.
Goofball, let go. Cut her.
Already below the line again. Like that. You don't have to worry about cutting it on the cement. It's good. Let her go down the rest of the way.
We had a 3/8 inch spacer block that we used to make sure we had the correct spacing between the blocks. Jeff tapped it down till it was level with the string line and then used the torpedo level to make sure everything was nice and straight.
Good. Already down. Already down. That corner there. There's our level. That way. Go down this way. This way. We're high here.
A few blocks ago, we decided that maybe this is not something we'd like to do for a living. It's really difficult.
That's good.
While Jeff was out mixing up the next batch of mortar, I was cleaning up all the edges. Really, cleaning up the mess we just made. Now all we have left is just the one short wall across the front, and we cannot wait till this job is done.
So we were out for the last 3 days working on the block on the foundation. We got it all done. First day, I think we did 7 blocks on the first day. 7D, no, 7. Because we've never done it before, so it was quite difficult for us. And then the second day we did a bunch more. We had other stuff to do, so we didn't work on it all day. But the last day, I think we managed to get out, I don't know, practically this entire back wall here we did in a day. So it took us 2 full days to do there, and then on the last day we pretty much finished everything else. So next step is to get the anchor bolts and fill each of the blocks with concrete and install the anchor bolts. But right now we've had rain all day, so they're all full of water. So we're gonna have to empty out all the water. That'll be my job tomorrow. And then we can fill them with concrete and get ready for framing.
Yes, I'm using a turkey baster to take the water out of the blocks.
Not knocking?
No.
Mix gravel. Not gravel. For filling our holes in the cement block.
Jeff filled the blocks, and then I went behind him with a trowel to make sure that there were no air pockets in the concrete.
I put a mark on each one where the pins have to go. You just work it in there. Get out of the way, mister. Make sure we're straight up and down. And side to side.
I was having a hard time with this one until I realized I was actually hitting the rebar that was inside the block.
I feel like I'm working for you sometimes.
Why's that?
Because you're doing all the camera, doing all the finish work. I just do all the lugging.
Well, I
offered
offered to mix up some concrete, but you said no.
Where is he? It's over there. Where? There he goes.
Where's the squirrel? Squirrel! 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 Go find him, Cutter! Go find him! It's like, there's no squirrel, you liars. There's no squirrel!
Ah, that bum.